In case you didn't see my last video, I'm in the middle of moving. And unfortunately, that means a lot of the smart home tech that I have in this house has to be left behind, and I've got to source and find a bunch of new stuff for the new house. And part of that is finding a new video doorbell. So today, it's perfectly timed because I'm checking out this AUE or AUE battery-powered doorbell camera, the Bell J9 model. It's 100% wire-free, totally battery operated, has a 3 megapixel HD sensor, night vision, motion detection, alerts. It's waterproof and has two-way audio. So I set this up side by side with my Google Nest doorbell to do a comparison and a head-to-head to see just how good it is compared to the competition. Because for its price point of just 59 Canadian dollars, or like probably 40 US dollars, this AUE doorbell is extremely well priced and very feature-packed. So let me tell you all about it and give you my thoughts and review of this affordable video doorbell. So first, in the box, the AUE video doorbell comes with everything you need, not just to use the product, but also to install it and mount it on the outside of your home. Of course, you have your manuals right at the top, warranty card, and then the doorbell itself. There's two pieces of the doorbell. You have a back plate where the mount is done. It also houses the battery, and then the front plate, which is the camera and the doorbell button itself. Below that, you also get a chime, which plugs in and then alerts you when your doorbell is ringing. This is a nice inclusion because not all wireless battery-operated doorbells, such as the Google Nest doorbell, include this out of the box. And then lastly, you've got all the mounting hardware, you've got the release tool to separate the front and back plate, everything you need to get it up and running. Once I had the doorbell out of the box, the setup and installation process was super simple. I paired it with the MoreCam app, which is a free download. Setup was super quick, paired to the device over Bluetooth. I connected it to my Wi-Fi network. Unfortunately, this does only support 2.4 gigahertz networks, just to make you aware. Setup took all of 5 minutes, and then mounting the plate was probably another 5 to 10 minutes outside. But once that was done, very, very easy to operate. You have the camera right on the front. Again, it's a 3 megapixel HD camera and sensor, so it does capture quite a bit of detail. I'll show you in a second the quality comparison between it and the Nest doorbell. And there is a big ring button right below that. When you press it, there's an audible note so people know that they have rung the doorbell. And then again, that included chime on the inside of the house plugs into the wall for power and then alerts you when there is somebody at the door. It's quite loud both outside the house for the person ringing the bell and inside with the included chime. And as I mentioned, this does have night mode and motion detection. There is that little bulbous part underneath the camera sensor which picks up those alerts, those notifications, those movements, and sends those notifications to your phone. And once you have established communication or contact with somebody who is ringing the bell through the app, of course, there's two-way audio and video. Audio quality, again, pretty solid for a product that is 60 bucks. Absolutely no complaints for the price point for what it can do. I will also add that while I was in the process of mounting it, I did have it slip out of my hand and I dropped it. So I can attest to the fact that it's actually pretty well built. It is a little bit chunkier than some other doorbell models, but even after a 5-foot drop, that build held up very well. A little nick in the corner, but otherwise no problems whatsoever. Kept on working like a champ. Definitely a solid build overall. Now, let's talk about the video quality coming out of this doorbell. It, again, has a 2K HD 3 megapixel sensor with a 165-degree field of view. How does it stack up against the Nest camera that I have? That has an HD camera with a 145-degree field of view. Overall, I actually think the quality is pretty comparable between these two products. The major difference between the Nest camera and the feed from the AUE camera is the aspect ratio. The AUE camera is recording wide, which is like a 16:9, whereas the Nest is a 3:4. It's tall, it's not as wide of a field of view. So you can see more with the AUE camera than you can with the Nest camera. I do feel like the Nest kind of edges out a little bit on the quality side, but in terms of its positioning, I do prefer a wider view. I do prefer being able to see more in frame than not. The Nest video feed is almost like stacked for sharing, which is odd because you typically wouldn't share recordings from your doorbell, whereas the AUE is giving you more of a natural perspective and field of view. For 60 bucks, it's quite sharp, the color is quite good, it does capture quite a bit of light, so you can see everything very clearly, and honestly, no complaints. My head was cut off because I maybe wasn't far back enough because of that wider view, but overall, stacked up and compared very well against the far more expensive $200+ Nest video doorbell. Absolutely no complaints, and I would have no problem recommending this over the Nest In my opinion, even more so sways that way based on the fact that it is connected, or it can be connected to Google Nest and Alexa, just like this Nest doorbell can connect to your Google Home setup. So I can use my Google Home Hub to monitor the video feed, and I can pair my smaller Google Homes to ring alongside the chime, so I can hear if somebody's at the door, even if I'm, say, upstairs in our new house and far away from where the chime is located in the front hallway. Features are great, the video quality is great, audio quality is more than acceptable for the price point, and it comes with everything you need to get up and running. Even if you don't have a Google Home or Alexa setup, it does include that chime, which again, most of its competitors do not. There is no requirement to have a subscription or pay for anything. You can upgrade in the app to save and do cloud recording. But again, every other video doorbell I've looked at and tested has the exact same thing. So I wouldn't count that as a negative. So all in all then, I give the AUE Video Doorbell an absolute thumbs up, and I would, again, very much recommend it for somebody looking for a video doorbell on a budget. It's the most cost-effective video doorbell I've ever tested to date, and even against something far more expensive than it, it still works just as well. I'll leave a link to the AUE Video Doorbell right down at the top of the description. Thank you to AUE for sending this over for me to test out right as I'm about to move. The timing was absolutely clutch. And as always, let me know what you guys think of this video doorbell. Did you like the quality? Do you think it stacks up well for the price? Looking forward to hearing your thoughts. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon in the next video.